Hey, I'm Tommy.
I'm Ehab.
We're from Black Coffee.
And you're watching
Metal Nexus.
Been together about 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So you've already made a name for yourself, earned a spot on 2 of the country's biggest music festivals. How do you think it was, everything coming together so quickly?
I mean, it's tough to keep track of it all sometimes, you know, honestly. We formed the band, we went a year and a half, we made our, album, released it, and then we added Nick about, 6 months ago?
5-6 months.
5-6 months ago, and that was like a whole new chapter of the band open up, and right around when Nick came in was when we were getting all these opportunities from the festivals and, going out to LA like we did a couple weeks ago. And so it was like a year and a half of build up. And then once we hit a certain point, it's all crazy fast.
And the choice to bring in a 4th member to free you up, no longer playing bass, focus on vocals. What was the final decision? Just so you could focus on vocals?
So I was never a bass player. It's just like a singer-songwriter kind of a thing. So I always wanted to make sure I was versed in multi-instruments, just so I could kind of structure songs and stuff like that. So when I met Tommy, and we were in a band for a little bit before we met Justin and then formed Black Coffee, we just didn't have a bass player. We had a great guitar player, a great drummer, and I was the singer, and we didn't have a bass player. Before we knew it, we had gigs, so I just kind of had to improvise and borrow some equipment from friends. Sometimes I'd borrow stuff from Nick, and
Well, you fooled us. I would have never known you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed doing it, but when it came to live shows, I just felt like I was missing something, just in terms of performance, and I felt like I wasn't able to connect with crowds as well as you can when you're just on the microphone. So we held auditions for a long time, and Nick was the only person that could really do it. I think it was kind of supposed to be him from the start.
I figured his hair was a little too straight.
His hair was a little straight.
Yeah, it's a little fake box dyed. You viewers at home can't see, but we're dead staring him down.
Yeah, he's doing a separate interview right now.
He tries his best, but sometimes,
So, as far as I know, you're the only hometown band playing Sonic Temple this year, too.
Really?
That I know of. I don't think there's another Columbus band playing. So,
is Beartooth playing it?
I don't know if they're on there. There's so many.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
The one that I would assume would be on there would be Beartooth. Those guys are fucking nasty.
How does it feel, playing the biggest festival, probably in the country, really? Besides the name change this year, I mean, it's really still the same as what was going on before.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to be on that lineup in your hometown?
I mean, I've went to Rock on the Range like 4 or 5 times now. I only missed it last year because we were actually in North Carolina at this time, so we weren't able to go. But it's crazy to be able to be. I've been chasing music my whole life, and I've been going to Rock on the Range for 5 years now, and be able to finally say, holy shit, like, here's where it's coming together. My music career, and I'm playing at Rock on the Range, Sonic Temple. It's a lot to take in, you know what I mean? Because I've watched a lot of people on that stage and been like, damn, wish I could be up there. And so this year we're getting our chance,
Yeah. And, everyone seems to love your style and your look, and I'm sure, your mom's very proud her blouse is making it on stage.
Grandma, actually, grandma.
How big of a deal do you think your image is in comparison to your music?
I think that image is something that is just natural to your personality and natural to what you want to be as a band. Because at the end of the day, our music was just, it derived from all of us being in the basement together at 2 a.m. with a bunch of black coffee because there was no creamer in the house. You know what I mean? So that's where the name came from. That's where the music came from. There was never a plan. It was just kind of like, hey man, like I have a bunch of bell bottoms that were $7 from Goodwill too. Like, oh, you have boots? Sweet. Mine's are kind of shitty. Can I borrow yours? And then you kind of have this image that you create for yourself and the way you want to look as a unit. And then I think your music just kind of speaks for yourself. Your music makes what your name is. It makes what your image is. It makes you as people at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love the whole retro vibe. You know, not only your look, but your music has too. And you're kind of grouped together with other bands like Greta Van Fleet, Joyous Wolf, and Rival Sons and stuff like that. I think a lot of people have talked about you guys as, you know, kind of keeping the classic rock sound kind of alive. So why do you think now is important to do that, or why there's so many bands that's popular right now?
I think, I mean, my personal story is that I grew up on classic rock. I grew up on Deep Purple and Grand Funk and Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and all that shit. But you know, I also grew up, because my dad, you know, my parents grew up in the 80s and the 90s. I also grew up on like Slayer, Anthrax, Metallica, Megadeth, fucking.
But evidently,
you know,
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. What do you mean? That's him. Anyways.
I don't like Guns N' Roses. I thought it was him.
No. It was he idolizes Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, but you're the one that hates them, right?
So I idolize a lot of bands,
Yeah,
and you know, things like you know, Soundgarden, and even stuff like the Black Keys. You know, you know, so all those bands that you listed, like Rival Sons and shit, like I love all that music, but I think it stems from a fact of like kind of people of the younger generation, and I see like, you know, a lot of people being included in that younger generation are tired of the same old thing. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, in the modern music industry, you know, how it's been so commercialized, you get a lot of cookie cutter products. And there's a lot of really, really great bands, but I think there's a great lack of soul in modern rock music. And bands like, you know, Greta Van Fleet and the Struts and Rival Sons and the Black Keys and, you know, us. Hopefully that's what we're trying to do, is, you know, we're bringing soul back to rock music.
Well, I like it too that you're not afraid to say who your influences are.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
There's some bands out there today that are afraid to say that. You know?
Yeah, and thank you for like comparing us to those great bands that you mentioned. All those bands are fucking awesome. They're badass. They're doing great things for rock music. At the end of the day, we wear our influences on our sleeve, but we don't know how to copy anybody, because we are who we are.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we have given up a lot of opportunities. We've, you know, cut off certain ties because people wanted us to do it one way, and we won't fucking do it that way. And a lot of people are like, oh well, sorry, it's 2019. Like this is how it is now. And I was like, all right, well, I don't want to do that. So
yeah,
we're either going to be a band that does it the way we want to do it, or we're not going to be a band.
And that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
You know, your passion's in it that way.
Yeah.
And I think everybody that sees you guys, even just a video of you perform, you know, or sees you interacting with each other, you know, sees that there's passion and chemistry within the band.
Yeah.
You know, you can just see that. And as bad as I hate to say it, I got to give John credit that he did a great job on your all's video.
Okay.
So is there any plans for another video anytime soon?
There's a lot of things that have just happened. A lot of wonderful things that we're really excited about. One of which is that we got signed to a major label, which, there you go, you're the first person to hear about it. I'm not going to tell you who, but we did get signed to a major label, which is absolutely amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we're going to be out in LA for about 3 months over the summer, working with, you know, like one of the biggest producers in the world is what everyone calls him. So it's absolutely breathtaking and amazing that we're able to do such a thing. But in terms of another video, that kind of just depends on how fast his music comes out and all that kind of stuff. So
I would say like fall.
yeah,
Should definitely sometime in 2019, probably somewhere around fall time is when we should be having at least another music video out, which would come with a single.
You'll
Yeah.
see a lot of stuff.
Now, speaking of out west in LA, your tour bus, which was a school bus that you've renovated, recently made its maiden voyage out there, right? So how's everything been going with the renovation and its first trip out to the West Coast?
Well, so unfortunately, it didn't make the trip to the West Coast.
Oh, really?
But yeah, we was well. It wasn't even. It would have made it. All right, I'm pretty proud of that thing. So it had made it, but it made more financial sense to fly because while she does run, she drinks a lot.
I've heard that.
She drinks a lot.
No, she's very happy.
But I mean, we got it for like 4,900 tax, title, and license, and we've been spending all this time building the inside, setting it up, bunks, gear area, ramp, generator, the whole nine, and so we've took it to Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Indianapolis, all around Ohio, now North Carolina. So it's making its regional rounds.
So are one of you guys driving, or if you hired a driver?
It just depends on the trip. Every trip's a little different. We have a couple people that will drive for us that want to do it, but everyone kind of has something or another to do or some kind of obligation sometimes. So then it falls onto John, and then when John gets tired, Tommy, and Tommy gets tired, me, and then Justin, and then we won't let Nick drive it. But
Actually, I prefer Nick drive it over Justin.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
I prefer Nick drive it.
Justin also doesn't have a license.
Yeah, that would generally help to drive that thing.
So you've already told us, what's probably going to be happening in the fall. You got Sonic Temple next weekend. Anything else that your fans should know that you got coming up?
I mean, coming up wise, we're playing. I don't even know the name of the place, but
we're playing in Charlotte on Monday night.
Charlotte, North Carolina on Monday night.
It's on our social media at Official Black Coffee.
Yeah,
Official Black Coffee
on Instagram. We're gonna be playing obviously Sonic Temple May 31st at a place called Muddy Creek Saloon in Columbus. We're playing with Jackal.
Awesome.
That's gonna be a hell of a time. That's actually gonna be our last live performance for about 2 to 3 months. So if anybody in the Ohio region is looking to go to a kick-ass show, Jackal obviously already kills it. But yeah, like he said, Official Black Coffee,
Thanks for
Facebook.
taking the time, man. It was a lot.
No problem. We appreciate it, guys.